We've suspected it for quite some time, but now it's official. England has the highest level of excess mortality in Europe. And let me show you what that means. Excess mortality, of course, it's a measure of just how many people are dying above the seasonal average. And so these lines basically show you that. The higher they are, the more people dying than would normally do around that time of year. And you can see the pandemic rising across Europe. Each of these lines, different European countries, but you can see the UK highlighted there. Let me show you in relation to Spain, which is the other country which peaked at a high level. And the UK now higher than Spain. And in particular, England. We'll just take that latest point there. So this is mid-2020, and you can see, again, the higher these bars are, the higher levels of excess mortality are, the more the impact of COVID-19. You can see some Nordic countries, so Norway, Denmark, Finland, down there, lower levels of excess mortality, fewer people dying than usual. But look at the top. England at the very top, then the UK as a whole, then Spain, then Scotland, interestingly. So Scotland above Italy, above Belgium when it comes to excess mortality, then Wales, and then Sweden and the Netherlands. And other than Northern Ireland, really, it's striking just how high up all the different constituent parts of the UK are on this. And if you look at a map of the intensity of mortality during this period, this shows you in April 2020, so kind of the peak of the pandemic. Just look, the darker the areas that you can see here, the more blue they are, the higher levels of excess mortality are across regions of the UK. But now compare that with other parts of Europe. So, for instance, look at Spain. Now, there is an intense pocket around Madrid, but different parts of Spain not quite so affected. So towards the south, not quite so much mortality. And the same thing again when you look at France and Italy. So northern Italy, Bergamo, Milan, high levels of mortality, very high, higher actually than many parts of the UK. Similar thing in Paris. But look at different parts of France and parts of Italy, far lower levels of mortality. It underlines the fact that for much of Europe, this was a regional crisis, regional pockets of the disease, whereas for the UK, it was a national crisis.